Hello and welcome back to the Answer Me channel. Today we are looking at algebra. Okay, so this is a basic introduction to algebra. In this video and in the following videos about algebra, we'll be looking at what algebra is and what operations we can do with it. Then in the next video, we'll be looking at simultaneous equations. We'll then look at graphing, factorizing. We'll look at quadratics, and ultimately we'll then look at polynomials. But let's start with the fundamental question. What is algebra? So algebra is the branch of maths where we replace a number with a pronumeral. Okay, so what does this mean? So let's say we have the equation 0 equals 5 minus 5, okay? But we wanted to generalize this. So we could write 0 equals 5 minus x. Then what we could do is solve this equation to find x. So this allows us to make generalizations about maths. So what are the terms in this called? Okay, so this first number here is called the coefficient. So that is the coefficient, while the x is the pronumeral. So the coefficient of the pronumeral is 3. The pronumeral attached to the coefficient of 3 is x. Okay? So what operations can we do with this? So let's say we have the equation x plus 3 equals 5. Okay? And we want to solve for the value of x that will make this true. So at first glance, it's obvious that the answer is going to be 2, because 2 plus 3 is 5. But we can solve this algebraically. So if we were to write x plus 3 equals 5, and then we minus 3 from this side, minus 3 from this side, we then get x equals 2. Okay, so what are the rules for this? So whatever we do to one side, we do to the other side. So how do we see this? So in this part here, where I minus 3, I had to minus 3 from the x plus 3 part of this equation, and I minus 3 from the 5. So I minus 3 on both sides to get the result. That is the number one rule with solving equations. Whatever you do to one side, you have to do to the other. So let's see another example. So let's say we have 2x equals 6. So what we'll do is we'll divide 2x by 2 and divide 6 by 2. So the 2's cancel out, and then 6 divided by 2 is 3. So the answer is going to be x equals 3. Okay, so these are simple, but this rule applies everywhere. So later on, we'll start seeing polynomials and quadratics, and there we'll start using this in a much more complex and sophisticated manner. Let's try a couple more operations with algebra. What would x plus x plus x look like? So much like any number, so if that was 3 plus 3 plus 3, that is the same as writing 3x, or 3 by 3. Okay, so when we write something like 2a, what we're saying is a plus a. Okay, now what about x times x times x? So this is the same as writing, this operation is the same as we would have with 3 by 3 by 3. So that is going to be 3 to the cubed, and this is x to the cubed. Those are some simpler equations. Why don't we try a little bit of a harder one? What would 2b minus 10 look like? So we're probably going to need to learn a rule for this. So let's say a, b plus c is equal to ab plus ac. So a multiplied by b and a multiplied by c to give us ab plus ac. Then what we can do is, if we have ab plus ac, we can recognize that both of them have a common a, and we can then put that to the side and go a, b plus c. Now, let's apply this to 2b minus 10. That's going to be 2b minus 20.
So today we had a look at algebra, coefficients and pronumerals, how to expand brackets, and we looked at operations with algebra, where we have to do whatever we do on one side, we do to the other. I hope this has helped. Stay along because we'll be looking at simultaneous equations in the next video. Don't forget to go to answerme.com where you can vote for next week's class. See you then.